So many young professionals, innovative educators, industry leaders, and community changemakers. The room here is a buzz tonight with over 100 people joining us here in person and even more joining us online from all across the country. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening, and I hope you are all excited for an action-packed evening that we have planned for tonight. Let's begin. Now, before we begin, I would like to begin the ceremony this evening by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather and extend those respects to elders past, present, and emerging. My name is Scott Miller, and it is my honour to be your Master of Ceremonies for the National Awards ceremony this evening. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the 23-year-old CEO and founder of BOP Industries, the company powering the awards. BOP is a company that I started back as a 14-year-old as part of a school business program selling keyrings at local markets, and a company that now gets to see me travelling across the country and around the world, working with about 20,000 students and young people every single year, helping them develop their skills around innovation, entrepreneurship, and leadership. I'm incredibly passionate about showing young people all of the amazing opportunities available to them in our ever-changing future of work, showing students that these days, with a device and an internet connection, you can be bringing ideas to life, making change in your local community, and getting a head start on your chosen pathway, regardless of your age, your postcode, or your skill set. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this evening, and it is my absolute pleasure to be introducing all of our fabulous finalists, our amazing judges, and of course, our award winners to you. Now, the Next Gen Awards were launched earlier this year as an opportunity to recognise and reward the next generation of top young talent across the country. With so many young people working to bring their ideas to life, develop their skills, and make an impact, we wanted to create an opportunity to showcase their work whilst also connecting them with the organisations big and small across the country looking to engage top young talent in their teams. It's no secret that young people around the world today are approaching the workforce in a very different way to other generations that have come before, with a focus on impact and entrepreneurship, a desire for ownership and mentoring opportunities, and the need for digital connection and flexible working styles. Generation Z and Generation Alpha are taking a very different approach to their career pathways, and it's forcing organizations big and small to rethink how they can attract, retain, and grow top young talent on their teams. To help create opportunities to connect young people working to get a head start on their chosen pathways with the organisations looking to engage with high-performing young people, the Next Gen Awards were born. With entries open to primary and high school students in Australia, across Australia, in grades 4 to 12, along with their educators, we've been delighted to partner with 10 organisations to offer 6 national awards categories for our nominees this year. Nominations for our Next Gen Awards opened in May this year, with a selection of 5 free virtual masterclasses running throughout the year as an opportunity for students across the country to develop their skills and experience. With topics ranging from personal branding to how to start a side hustle, pitching, community leadership, and more, we were delighted to see over 390 young people tuning into these masterclasses throughout the year. From there, we started seeing nominations coming in from across the country, with over 160 nominations received in our first year and over 1,000 people viewing the nomination page. After nominations closed in August this year, we got to work reviewing, shortlisting, and starting the judging process with 17 industry judges from organizations such as Microsoft, Suncorp, Amazon Web Services, Deloitte, and more. Once the judging was complete, we were delighted to announce our top 3 national finalists for each award category last month. And that brings us to tonight, where we'll be celebrating each of our finalists. We'll be hearing from the judges of each award category and announcing the national winner for each of our Next Gen Awards for 2023. Could you please join me in thanking every nominee, judge, guest presenter, masterclass attendee that has participated in the Next Gen Awards this year? Let's give them a big round of applause. Now, as promised, we have an absolutely action-packed evening for you this evening. And we kicked off a little over an hour ago with plenty of food, plenty of music and networking opportunities. A massive thank you to Bond University, Transformer and BDO for some hands-on activations. I know I personally loved seeing BDO's Lego. If anyone is missing me in the middle of the night tonight, if I duck out for a little bit too long, I'm absolutely playing with the Lego over there. And it's been so brilliant to see so many of you connecting, collaborating, catching up with old friends and also making new friends as well as part of the evening. Now, from here, we're going to be diving into the official proceedings of the evening. And if at any point throughout the night you'd like to see what's coming up, make sure to scan the QR code on the back of the program on your seats. This will have all of the information as well as a program of events so you can keep up with what's been happening and what's to come. Now, the attendee page that is up on the screen as well, this QR code will link you to the same page, has all of the information for the evening. Now, speaking of housekeeping and information you may need during the evening, if you do need the bathrooms at any point throughout the evening, you'll find bathrooms at the top and at the bottom of the stairs. If you do need to access the bathrooms, just walk towards the lifts you guys came up in, walked past them, and then to the left, you'll find the bathrooms on both level 2, this floor, and level 3 upstairs. Now, should you need to use the bathroom at any point, I would probably recommend waiting until we announce our finalists and our winners for each award category. As we announce our winner of each award category, there's going to be lots of music, there's going to be some videos, some lights playing, a perfect opportunity for you guys to subtly slink away, duck down the stairs and to the bathroom without being noticed. It's always awkward being that one person just slinking to the bathroom and trying to be extra subtle while it's dead quiet. Now, we do encourage you to use your devices throughout the evening. Take plenty of photos, videos, and share on your social media platform of choice. If you would like to access the free Wi-Fi network tonight, you can find a Wi-Fi network called Precinct Tenant on your devices. You're welcome to join that. There is no password required. And if you are posting any photos or videos on any of your social media platforms, make sure to tag at the Next Gen Awards throughout the evening, and we'll be resharing on our social pipes as well. Now, if you do need anything at all throughout the evening, don't hesitate to seek out the BOP team. You'll be able to find them wearing a black BOP lanyard as well. They'll be more than happy to help you out with anything they can. Now, the final piece of housekeeping for this evening. It wouldn't be a BOP event if we didn't have a selfie. Can I get a show of hands? Who here has been to a BOP event or a BOP program before? Awesome. Oh, fabulous to see so many of you. Now, at BOP, we love selfies. I particularly am the lover of a good selfie. And before we get into this evening, I wanted to take a quick selfie with all of you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly grab my camera out. I'm going to be turning around so you guys are all in it. We're going to say Next Gen on the count of 3. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, Next Gen. Make sure to wave your hands up, do a thumbs up, do a peace sign, anything you want. And we'll get a quick selfie to kick us off. Let me just see if I can get this mic working. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. Alrighty, guys. So let's get ready. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Next Gen! Awesome. Fabulous. The most important piece of housekeeping for the night. I'm sure you'd all agree. Make sure to check out the Next Gen social pipes to see that selfie. It'll be floating around. Now, as far as how this evening is going to run, we're going to be having 6 national award categories on offer. And all of these award categories have been designed to showcase the young people making change in their communities and the innovative educators supporting them. We'll be beginning the evening with announcing our Generation Alpha of the Year. From there, we'll be announcing our Young Innovator of the Year, which is an award powered by Federation University. And next up will be our Generation Z of the Year award. From there, we're incredibly excited to hear from Dr. Phil Cummins, who is joining us from Melbourne this evening for his presentation, Today's Learning for Tomorrow's World, where he's going to be talking about the changing game of our world and the new social contract for education, how we can all align our passion and purpose and practice to support learners everywhere, to build the voice, agency, and advocacy required to demonstrate the graduate outcomes and employability skills our young people need to thrive in our ever-changing future of work. After hearing Phil, we'll be announcing our Innovative Educator of the Year, followed by our Young Leader of the Year, and we'll be finishing up the evening by announcing our Young Entrepreneur of the Year award, which is powered by Bond University Transformer. So as mentioned, it is going to be an action-packed evening. We have a lot planned between now and 8 p.m. when our evening wraps up, but if you do have any questions or need any additional information, as a reminder, scan that QR code on the back of these pamphlets and you'll be able to access the full program on your devices. Now, before we do start, I would also like to take a second to thank the impactful organisations that have helped make the Next Gen Awards possible this year. A massive thank you to Federation University for powering our Young Innovator of the Year award category, and to Bond University Transformer for powering our Young Entrepreneur of the Year award category. Thank you to the Queensland Government through the Office of the Queensland Chief Entrepreneur for helping amplify the awards throughout Queensland, and to the Fogarty Foundation for helping champion the awards in Western Australia. A big shout out to Australia Pacific LNG for championing the awards in Gladstone and Central Queensland, and to BDO for helping make tonight's awards ceremony possible. Awards programs like this would not be possible without the support of organisations such as these. And what I've loved to see is that every single one of these organisations has a vested interest in the success of young people in the workforce. I'd highly encourage each of you to get involved with these organisations and find out more about what they're doing for young entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders across the country. Could you please join me in giving our 2023 Next Gen sponsors a massive round of applause? Now, let's be real. It wouldn't be an awards program without a stellar lineup of prizes, and that we do have planned for this evening as well. Now, thanks to some brilliant organisations, we have some truly amazing prizes up for grabs. Now, all of our finalists tonight, regardless of whether or not they win their award category, are going to receive their own finalist awards pack, which they can come and collect at the end of this evening. It's got a whole range of merch and collateral and some hands-on prizes for you, as well as a range of experiences, including mental health first aid training delivered by All Kind, and a selection of masterclasses and virtual learning experiences with organisations such as Bond University, Federation University, Student Edge, the Queensland Social Enterprise Council, and more. On top of that, all of our winners have had prize packs designed to help them develop their skills, experiences, and the projects they're working on. Prize packs have been tailored for each category winner to support them along their journey and include a laptop backpack and a wireless power bank from STM Goods to help them innovate on the go. We also have lots of awesome merch thanks to All Kind, Bond University Transformer, Federation University, and Advanced Queensland. Some of our winners tonight will be winning access to local co-working spaces thanks to River City Labs and Cohort Innovation Space, hands-on technology kits including hydrogen-powered car kits thanks to Horizon Educational, and also plenty of one-on-one mentoring opportunities with the people to help them develop their skills, their projects, and experience. Could we put our hands together for all of the organisations that have so generously assisted us with offering these impactful prizes for our finalists and our winners? And one final thank you that I would absolutely love to give before we get started is to all of our industry judges. This year, we have had 17 phenomenal judges joining us from across the country. Each of these judges have taken the time out of their busy schedules to review the shortlisted nominees for each award categories, join judging calls, and do the impossible task of narrowing down all of the fantastic nominees we've had this year to just 3 finalists per category and 1 overall winner. We're so incredibly excited to have a special message from each of our judges that will be playing as we announce each awards category this evening. And for anyone looking for mentoring, advice, or support along their journey, I'd highly recommend connecting with all of these fantastic judges on the screen. Could you join me in thanking all of our fantastic judges for participating this year? Now, to get us warmed up and thinking big about why the Next Gen Awards has been created and some of the impactful opportunities available to young people in our ever-changing future of work, I wanted to start by sharing a few statistics, a few case studies, and a few trends we're starting to notice on the power of young professionals. professionals. Now, young people today are growing up in a very different world to that experienced by any other generation that's come before. And young people today, we're split into two key categories that we have awards for this evening. We have Generation Z and Generation Alpha. Now, our Gen Zs are those born between the years 1995 and 2010, and they've been nicknamed our digital natives. Now, can I get a quick show of hands? Do we have any Gen Zs in the audience here tonight? Awesome, fabulous, hands down. I know for myself, I'm a little bit older than a lot of you, but being born in the year 2000, I fall into Gen Z as well. Now, we've been nicknamed digital natives because we're the first generation to grow up truly surrounded by technology. We don't know a world without Wi-Fi, touchscreen devices, and social media. And because of that, whether or not we think we're a tech kid, we all work with technology in very different ways to any other generation that's come before. Now, there are currently 4.6 million Gen Zs in Australia, making up about 20% of the Australian population, and actually making us the largest generation in Australia right now in terms of population. Now, a little bit younger than us, we have our Gen Alphas, born between the years 2010 and 2025. Do we have any Gen Alphas in the audience? Awesome, thank you all for joining us here tonight. Now, our Gen Alphas, you guys do have gloating rights because, believe it or not, you guys are even more technologically advanced than us Gen Zs, and you've been nicknamed Generation Glass, referring specifically to the touchscreen devices that you've grown up with. Now, this generation, they are the ones that have grown up able to reach down, put their thumbprint in their parents' phone, unlock it and start swiping around to play with their favorite apps before they were old enough to form full sentences. And because of this, a lot of the research says that for our Generation Alphas, the first language that they learn is not any spoken language. The first language Generation Alpha learned to communicate with confidently is actually technology. They're able to learn to communicate with technology and work with devices before they're old enough to form full sentences. So again, you can imagine how differently this generation are going to continue working with technology as they move through their careers. Now, if we have a look at how these generations are approaching the workforce, the oldest Gen Zs are now 28 years old, and they're well into their careers. They've gone on to further study, they've gone into industry, and they're progressing through their career pathways. And if we have a look at some of the research, we can see that they are approaching the workforce in a very different way. Firstly, they're accessing opportunities. It's expected that young people graduating school today are going to change careers every 7 years. That means that the question is no longer what do you want to do for the rest of your life, but what do you want to do for the next 7 to 10 years? And it's expected that by the time our Gen Zs and Gen Alphas retire, they'll have 7 to 8 totally different career pathways under their belts. They're also incredibly motivated by impact, with recent studies showing that young professionals under the age of 30 here in Australia are willing to take up to a 30% pay cut to work for a company or a cause that they truly believe in. This means that we're seeing more and more young people working for social enterprises, startups, not-for-profits and charities that are making an impact in their local community. And as well as that, we're looking for more autonomy and ownership, with 8 out of 10 young people wanting to be their own boss. And it's expected that 4 out of 10 Gen Zs and Gen Alphas will start their own business at some point in their career. And when we speak about careers, a lot of us are rethinking what a career looks like, with 70% of young professionals under the age of 35 in Australia willing to work freelance as opposed to a traditional 9-to-5 career. Now, this means that for many of our young people, instead of going and working for the same company from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, we're looking at how we can commoditize our skills and say, well, look, I'm really good at graphic design. Instead of going and being a full-time graphic designer, I might have 6 different companies that I do graphic design for. And instead of working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., I might work from midday till 8 p.m. And instead of going into an office in Brisbane, I might spend 3 months in Brisbane, 3 months in Bali, 3 months in London every single year, traveling around, working when I want, where I want, with the clients that I want as well. So for us, our Gen Zs and our Gen Alphas are approaching the workforce in radically different ways to other generations that have come before. But I think for so many of the young people in the audience today, it creates some amazing opportunities for us to really create the careers that we're passionate about creating. Now, if we have a look at the workforce, I wanted to sort of do a bit of crystal ball gazing. Our world is changing so quickly, and we're sitting here at the end of 2023. And the fabulous team at McCrindle have done some research to say, well, what is the workforce going to look like by 2030, in 7 years' time? When you all sit there thinking, where are you going to be in 7 years' time? For many of our high school students, you'll be graduated. For many of our primary school students, you might be finishing up high school in 7 years. And in 7 years, we can see that Generation Z is actually going to be the largest generation in the workforce. And that's also followed by Generation Alpha. And combined, our Gen Zs and Gen Alphas will make up nearly half of our workforce. So for us as young people, we are sort of facing the fact that we're going to be a large portion of organizations' future employees and future talent. And I think what really excites me about this statistic is it was announced just at the start of this year that globally, there are more people under the age of 35 than over the age of 35. So a lot of organizations, big and small, across the country and around the world are really wanting to understand how we as young people work, how we connect, how we collaborate, and how we work with different technologies. So they can engage us as future consumers, but also too as future employees. As far as what this means for us and how we can get started now, some parting words of wisdom for you all before we dive into our first awards. What does the 21st century young professional look like? Well, I think we have so many of them sitting in front of us right now. And if you do get a chance at the end of the evening, I recommend going up and saying hello to someone that you haven't met before and asking them what they think the 21st century young professional will look like. Some of my predictions and my advice is that they're uniquely human. Whilst we use technology, we need to be able to excel in our human skills. Skills around communication, creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. We also, though, are incredibly digitally connected. We're using technology to get rid of more of the mundane things and allow us to get back to more of the human stuff. We are digitally connected, use devices to connect, to collaborate, and to communicate, and that's not going to change. We're community focused, we're in touch with our local community, and we're making the difference that we want to see on our world and in our communities. And we're thinking innovatively. We're not afraid to push the boundaries, think big, think different, and think outside of the box as we innovate, create, and get a head start on our chosen pathways. So I encourage all of you to think about what your pathways look like as a young professional and how you can get a head start on those chosen pathways today. So that was a little bit to get you guys thinking about why the Next Gen Awards have been created and the power you all have as young professionals. But without any further ado, let's dive into our awards presentations. Now, this evening, we're going to be kicking off with our first 3 awards categories: Gen Alpha of the Year, followed by a Young Innovator of the Year, followed by our Generation Z of the Year as well. The way this is going to work is I'm going to be introducing the award category, giving you a bit of background on who this award is going to go to. From there, we're going to be hearing from each of our judges that have recorded a short message from us to play this evening after they just finished the judging calls to share their insights and what got them excited. And from there, we're going to be hearing from our finalists who have all recorded a short 1-minute video talking about why they've been nominated and why they've made finalist. Then from there, we're going to be diving into a drum roll and announcing our winner, who will then come up on stage, collect their award, and then we're moving on to our next award category. So without any further ado, let's dive into our Gen Alpha of the Year award category. Now, our Gen Alpha of the Year award is going to go to a student born between the years 2011 and 2015 who has developed and showcased an outstanding level of 21st century skills across a range of projects in their local community. The Gen Alpha of the Year is a true multi-potentialite that works to build and apply their skills in a diverse range of areas. They're an innovative thinker who loves to come up with big ideas before applying their critical thinking skills in order to find ways to bring those ideas to life. Whilst they might not identify specifically as just an entrepreneur, an innovator, or a leader, their multi-potentiality is what sets them apart and helps them strengthen their diverse range of skills. Let's hear from 2 of our Gen Alpha of the Year judges on what they had to say after reviewing all of our shortlisted nominations this year.
G'day everyone, my name is Dr. Rob and I was one of the judges for the Gen Alpha Awards. And I've got to say we're really impressed with all of the applications, the breadth of what everyone is doing at primary school and up to year 7, I guess. It was really quite amazing and it made the judging very difficult. The ideas, the things that people have done and the things that people want to do, it's just fantastic to see. So good luck to everyone.
Hey everybody, I'm Michelle Bell from Go One, and I was one of the judges from the Gen Alpha Awards. It was a really exciting process and blown away by all the applications from such young, inspiring people. Really looking forward to hearing the results. And thanks everybody for submitting.
To announce 3 outstanding finalists for the Gen Alpha of the Year category. This includes Luke Paltherman from Ipswich in Queensland, Evelyn Edwards from Tasmania, and Palash Punde from Brisbane here in Queensland. Could we give our 3 finalists a big round of applause? Now, each of our fabulous Gen Alphas have sent in a video telling us a little bit about who they are, why they've been nominated, and some of the exciting projects they're working on in their local community. Let's have a watch.
My name is Evelyn Edwards and I'm in grade 4 at Montello Primary School in Burnie, Tasmania. Right now I am sitting outside the Google office in Sydney. I deserve to win the Gen Alpha of the Year because I want to use my 21st century skills and my passion for STEM to make a positive difference to the world. I love using STEM because it enables me to use my hobbies and interests, including reading, writing and much more. I love to create cool and helpful projects. I'm very passionate about getting other girls my age to realise that STEM is not only really important but is also super fun. I always encourage my friends to come down to the makerspace at lunchtime to do cool STEM activities. Many of these friends have joined me in STEM competitions, including the Tech Girls competition, First Lego League, and joining Code Club and Girls Programming Network. I use STEM to make impactful projects that link to the Sustainable Development Goals. Some of these include an app to promote gender equality in sports, a device to help teach kids to look after their pets, and my current project is the combining art and technology to help people realise that reading and writing can be a fun hobby and not just boring schoolwork. This will be my team's innovation project for FLL. I also volunteered as a Moonhack tester. Moonhack started this week and it is estimated that over 40,000 people all over the world will access in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to being on the judging panel to select the winning project in 2 categories that I helped to develop. Thank you for watching and congratulations to the other award winners and finalists.
My name is Luke Polferman and I'm in Year 6 of Ipswich Junior Grammar School. I believe I'm a good contender for the Gen Alpha of the Year awards because I'm an innovative thinker. I love coming up with new ideas to solve problems. I even like identifying problems that people may not realise exist. I have a diverse range of skills and I'm passionate about making a positive impact in this world. Throughout school so far, I have participated in many competitions, groups and clubs to help grow the school community, including co-founding the School Sustainability Action Group, Senior Symphony Orchestra, and the Junior Grammar Engineers Club, where we have been designing robots to overcome challenges. I even designed a robot in our recent science project to knock away other land yachts in a very serious race. Why not? I love building things and I hope to further my technical skills so I can one day become a mechanical engineer and solve real-world problems.
Hey everyone, my name's Palash and I'm the creator of Aquacomics. Aquacomics is a small business dedicated to raising awareness for marine life. Since 2021, we've made comics, games, activities, and even a YouTube channel starring some of my characters, like this guy. We've also sold over 100 comics at multiple different environmental venues, and we've scored a contract with Logan City Council to run some of our games. If I win this award, it ultimately means more recognition for the amazing creatures under the sea. Finally, I want to thank you all for this opportunity, and I hope you enjoy the award ceremony.
Congratulations to all of our Gen Alphas in the year, all of our Gen Alpha of the Year finalists. I think it's fantastic to see all of these students still so young. I personally cannot wait to see what they're doing by the time they finish high school. I think we might see some future prime ministers, some future tech CEOs. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Well, we've heard from our 3 finalists, and now it is the time to announce our winner of the Gen Alpha of the Year award. Can I get a drum roll, please? Our winner is Evelyn Edwards. Can we give Evelyn a big round of applause? Evelyn is joining us online tonight from Tasmania, but she can see us all from the camera up there. Can we all give Evelyn a massive wave? Congratulations, Evelyn. You've done some truly amazing work, and we cannot wait to see where you go. And congratulations to our 2 runners-up as well. You're both absolutely outstanding young people, and I cannot wait to follow your journeys as well. Now, next up, we're going to be having a look at our Young Innovator of the Year award, powered by Federation University. The Young Innovator of the Year will go to a student who has demonstrated the ability to push the boundaries as they've developed an out-of-the-box solution to a challenge presented to them. As Young Innovator is someone who is always thinking big and trying to find new ways of doing things. Innovators love to challenge the status quo and think outside of the box as they work to create exciting and impactful solutions to problems presented to them. For our Young Innovator of the Year award, we're going to be looking for people that love to dream up new ideas before then finding ways to make them happen. Let's hear from the judges of our Young Innovator of the Year award.
My name's Emma McCudden and I'm the head of innovation at Suncorp. I've just finished judging all these amazing applications and I am super inspired about what awesome talent we have here around innovation. And you know what the thing is that really struck me is the thinking that's gone into these, the passion, the drive, the empathy towards customers, thinking about human needs and the impacts we can have on our future. Thank you so much for all the work you've put into it. It was really hard to choose winner and finalists, but I want to encourage you to all to keep going because what we need to encourage change in the future is really great minds like you. So thank you so much for your applications and good luck.
My name's Stephen. I'm the Marketing and Student Recruitment Manager at Federation University Australia here in Brisbane. I want to take the time to thank all of our amazing candidates for their submissions for the Young Innovator of the Year award. For me, it was a really exciting journey to view and see the ideas come to life from young people from literally around Australia. So thanks again for your submissions and congratulations to our finalists and our final winner.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Smarsley. I'm with the startups team for Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS. It was an absolute pleasure to get to look at these Young Innovator of the Year nominations and see the work that's being done across all of Australia. I'm very proud of the effort that you put in here to identify problems. And some of these are huge, massive problems that are going to be around for generations. So the fact that you are looking so far ahead at such impactful work this early in your careers is phenomenal. I'm going to share these applications with my 3 kids who are 10, 14, and 16 as a way to inspire them to go down the path as well to look for ways to improve their communities. So congratulations to the winner who will be announced soon and to all of the nominees and the runner-ups. Thank you very much.
Mark, Emma, and judging panel. Now, I know this was one of our most popular award categories this year, and a massive thank you to Federation University for powering the award category. And this made judging so much more difficult. But after the judging process was completed, we've been incredibly excited to announce 3 outstanding finalists for the Young Innovator of the Year award category. These include Charlie Bidgood from the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, Annie Rogers from the Gold Coast in Queensland, and Project Bray Green from Moreton Bay in Queensland. Go Queenslanders, love to see it. Now, let's hear from our 3 finalists on why they have been nominated and what projects they're working on in their local communities.
Hello, my name is Charlie Bidgood and I'm from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, and I'm honoured to be a finalist for the Next Gen Young Innovator of the Year award. As an innovator, I'm constantly on the lookout for needs and gaps in the world and market, and when I spot them, I'm driven to create inventive solutions. A few years ago, I was a founder of LED Plates, an innovative company aiming to improve the visibility, usability, and renewability of LMP plates. And while it has faced legislative challenges that have put it on hold, I haven't stopped there. Just recently, myself and a friend have founded Solbot, a company dedicated to making solar panel cleaning safe, easy, and affordable through the use of autonomous drone technologies. My innovative mindset and drive makes me an ideal candidate for this award, and as I continue to try and revolutionize the world through innovation, I would like to thank you for this incredible opportunity.
Good evening, Bob Industries guests and friends. We stand before you not just as individuals, but as young innovators of an idea, an initiative, and a mission for a more sustainable future. I'm Omar, joined by Lachlan, Corey, and Tyler from Bray Park State High School, located in Bray Park, Moreton Bay. Together, we proudly represent Project Bray Green, and tonight we'd like to share our journey and why we believe we should be the young innovators of the year.
Our mission, born from a school assignment, was clear: combat plastic waste. By integrating technology with incentives, we created a system where recycling rewards both students and the community.
Our dedication was recognised with the Telstra Youth Innovation Excellence Award. It's more than an honour, it's a testament to our vision for a sustainable future.
Our unique approach, fusing passion with innovation, doesn't just address environmental concerns, but reshapes thinking towards a greener lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Annie Rogers, founder of My Voice Communications and inventor of the My Voice Bluetooth speaker necklace. I've always been a problem solver, looking for creative ways to address problems in the world around me. I think strategically about what the problem is, who it impacts, and how I can develop a solution. The My Voice was inspired by my non-verbal best friend and has been a 4-year process so far. I continue to exercise persistence and resilience to overcome obstacles in prototyping and build connections with industry professionals, investors, mentors, and potential beta testers to keep moving forward. I have a strategic plan and future path for My Voice and currently have a working prototype. I'm incredibly passionate about its ability to foster inclusion and restore respect for non-verbal Australians. This innovation has resulted in invitations to speak at international conferences, schools around Australia, and even South Korea. While other people my age waste time following TikTok trends, I work consistently and constantly to improve the world around me. I am determined to build viable innovations to enhance the way people with limitations experience the world.
Three outstanding young innovators, all working on 3 outstanding projects. Now, our winner of the Young Innovator of the Year award is, drumroll please, Project Bray Green. Congratulations. Now, Project Bray Green challenges the behaviours of students by rewarding them to recycle and go green. This innovative solution was developed by Bray Park State High School Year 8 students Omar, Corey, Tyler and Lachlan, and supported by their teacher, Mr. Werner. The program offers students the opportunity to contribute to cleaner schools and communities by rewarding their recycling efforts through technology. Students can earn valuable, redeemable points, prizes, or exclusive school items by simply scanning a QR code when they recycle. To further enhance the experience, students can conveniently track their points through the website or app, thereby helping them achieve their recycling goals. This innovative and sustainable approach inspires students to embrace a greener lifestyle and be rewarded for their efforts. Please join me in congratulating Omar, Corey, Tyler, and Lachlan from Project Bay Green, as well as Annie and Charlie for all the brilliant work that they're continuing. Fantastic. Now, the final award for the first half of our evening this evening, we are incredibly excited to be announcing the Gen Z of the Year. Now, the Gen Z of the Year award will go to a student born between the years 1995 and 2010 who is still enrolled in high school here in Australia, that has developed and showcased an outstanding level of 21st century skills across a range of projects in their local community. The Gen Z of the Year is a true multi-potentialite that works to build and apply their skills in a diverse range of areas. Our Gen Z of the Year is also focused on getting a head start on their chosen pathway. They're actively seeking out opportunities to develop their skills, their network, and share their thoughts. They're connecting with industry and community leaders, and they're working hard to set themselves apart from the rest. Let's hear what the judges of our Gen Z of the Year award category had to say after finishing the judging process.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Chetty. I'm the co-founder of Student Edge, Australia's largest student membership, which has been set up to help students all across the country. I just want to give a shout out to BOP Industries and the team for putting together such a fantastic opportunity for young people to be rewarded and recognised. And I want to firstly congratulate our finalists of the Next Gen Awards. You've all done such an amazing job in terms of what traction and passion and drive that you've exemplified in these
I just wanted to thank Bob Industries for having me as a judge on these really amazing awards. I want to take the time to congratulate our shortlisted leaders in this category. I have to say as a judge that it was extremely challenging to shortlist the top 3 that you're going to hear today. And I just want to say how impressed I was with the applications that we had to judge. I mean, just incredible leaders that will be guiding us into the future. I want to, I always say to everyone, being shortlisted is a win in itself. And I want to congratulate everyone that not only applied, but then also got recognized for being shortlisted. I also want to take the time to just really encourage everyone to come back again next year and reapply, and that might be your year to be a winner. In terms of the winners for this year, the race was extremely close, and you must be very proud of yourselves if you're standing on stage here as the next gen leader. So congratulations to everyone.
And Carolyn for sharing that quick video. Now, our Gen Z of the Year award category had some outstanding nominations, but in the end, we've narrowed it down to just 3 finalists. These finalists include Sithij Chandrasekhar from Western Australia, Sabani Miatra from Queensland, and Parissa Azad from New South Wales. Let's hear from them on why they've been nominated and the projects they're working on as the potential Gen Z of the Year.
Hello, I'm Parissa Azad. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Sydney. I've been known as a high-achieving student, excelling in my academic curriculum, winning a few awards and scholarships. I have exhibited genuine skills, talent, and passion, especially for STEM. This year, I completed 3 work experience programs at UNSW, Anster, and Swinburne to get a head start on my STEM career. I am also involved in various charitable activities and contributed to some great causes, around which I have been nominated for the Young Volunteer of the Year award. I've also been adopted as a member of the Youth Advisory Group for Headspace. I would like to take the lead to inspire all my fellow Gen Zers to show compassion for humanity and make a difference to society. And that will be my greatest achievement.
We currently stand at the dawn of a new age, where societal change is driven by our collective determination to mend the world's fractures, and where humanity pushes the bounds of science to the impossible. And we Gen Z are at the forefront of this new age. My name is Sithij Chandrasekhar, a teenager of Generation Z from Perth, Western Australia. Over the past few years, I've distinguished myself academically, as well as delving deep into the wide world of STEM, competing and triumphing in various national competitions, as well as taking up leadership positions within various STEM clubs to help nurture the next generation. My efforts extend beyond just STEM. Over the past few years, I've dedicated more than 80 hours to community service, to various charities, and I also greatly enjoyed playing music, particularly classical guitar. I have to say that these past few years of my life have been dedicated to one single pursuit: how I can best prepare myself for my role in helping shape the future. Thank you.
Today's world is a more diverse place, where excellence is seen by a multitude of individuals from all walks of life. My home, our home, is a beautiful place abound in nature's gifts and girt by sea. Being a proud Australian isn't about waving at magpies or having kangaroos as neighbours, rather having a red-hot crack at every opportunity that comes your way. Hi, my name is Shabani Matra and I'm from Brisbane. Having 4 national titles, I've had the privilege to represent Australia on the international stage, become Dux of my year level, and have won multiple music Stedfords. I've also served on the Middle School Council, participating in various individual and community initiatives, which have been both thrilling and humbling. I've seen the power of determination and resilience, not just in myself, but in the people who have supported me on this journey. Success isn't a solitary pursuit, rather a collective effort that extends far beyond personal achievement. As I stand here today, I'm not only proud of what I've accomplished, I'm inspired by what's yet to come. I'm driven with the desire to lead, collaborate, and to think creatively in order to make a positive impact and inspire others to do the same. Today's world is a more diverse.
Now, the winner of the Gen Z of the Year award is, drumroll please, Sithij Sandrasekhar. Sithij is joining us from Western Australia this evening, but again is online, so can we give him a massive wave? Congratulations, amazing work. And again, congratulations to all of our finalists. Now, Sithij has been actively engaged in a myriad of extracurricular pursuits, each reflective of his deep-rooted passion to solve real-world issues. His commitment to making a positive impact is exemplified by his recognition as the national winner of the UN Voice public speaking competition and his impressive runner-up placement at the TEDx King Park 30-second idea competition. In addition to this, his ventures in addressing societal issues, Sithij has also ventured into the realms of STEM. His accomplishments in the field include securing runner-up position at the Australian Space Design Competition National Finals, achieving a top 20 result in LEGO League National Finals, attaining 6th place in the Robo Cup Soccer State Finals, earning the title of State Champion of the Da Vinci Decathlon, and recently placing first at the National Da Vinci Decathlon Finals in Sydney. Please join me in congratulating Sithij, as well as Shabani and Rissa, for the brilliant work they're leading. Wonderful. Now, I know you've all been sitting and listening very, very well, so thank you for that. I'm just about to introduce our fabulous guest speaker, but before we do, I'm going to give you about 60 seconds. You can have a wriggle, have a chat to the person next to you. We're going to hit some music. I'll give you 60 seconds. We'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, wonderful humans. Fabulous. You've had a chance to have a wriggle, have a chat to the people next to you. I'm sure you've all agree, we've already seen 9 amazing young people, some amazing Gen Zs, some amazing Gen Alphas, and some amazing young innovators that are all working to lead some truly game-changing projects in their local community. And I would highly recommend you connect with all of them later this evening. Make sure to check out on the website. You can check out their attendee profiles. And also too, for our judges, I'd recommend reaching out to them on LinkedIn, connecting and finding out more about the work they're leading. But now, to break up the evening and to get us thinking big about our futures, I'm incredibly excited to be introducing Dr. Phil Cummins to the stage to talk about today's learning for tomorrow's world. Phil is managing partner at A School for Tomorrow, Associate Professor of Education and Enterprise at the Alpha Crucis University College, Managing Director at Circle, the Centre for Innovation, Research, Creativity and Leadership in Education, and co-host of the Game Changers podcast. Phil's been awarded fellowships by the Royal Society of Arts, the Australian Council for Educational Leaders, and the Institution of Management and Leadership. Internationally recognised for his work in character education, educational strategy and leadership, future fit curriculum and Indigenous education, Phil has led an extensive global educational research program for the past decade. He lectures annually at Oxford University and is the author of over 30 books and numerous publications on history, leadership and education. In 2022, he co-authored Game Changers, Leading Today's Learning for Tomorrow's World for Hawker Brownlow Education. In his keynote this evening, Phil will be talking about the changing game of our world and the new societal contract for education, how schools can align their passion to purpose to practice in supporting learners everywhere to build the voice, agency and advocacy required to demonstrate the graduate outcomes and employability skills they need to thrive in their world. Could you please join me in welcoming Phil to the stage?
Hello, my name's Phil. I'm not 23. I'm about 31 years older than that. Before I begin tonight, I want to acknowledge country. It's a very interesting time in our country's history to be doing that. I was born on Gadigal land in the Eora Nation, otherwise known as Paddington in Sydney, at a hospital where my mum became the head of pathology a few years later, having been fired from a job because she was pregnant with me. Sometimes it seems as though the things that just can't happen in our country can happen. We've just got to get the timing right. We've got to do a bit of thinking about the way forward from here. We need powerful minds, young minds, innovative minds to help us do that thinking. I started my first business at 17. And I guess one way or another, I've been working in communities, in organisations, in schools, and in my own businesses since then. I've been a soldier. I'm a father of 3 children. They're all in their 20s. Sometime in the first week of December, I believe I'm going to be a grandfather as well too. So I have a vested interest in the future. I have a vested interest in all of you. I want you to do what you do remarkably well. And so what I want to do today is to talk to you just for a short while, if I can, about the world that you're going into and set some context for this wonderful award ceremony and this wonderful project that BOP Industries and the irrepressible Scott Miller have been engaged in. About 3.5 years ago, I said to a mate of mine who subsequently became a colleague of mine, and we've worked together one way or another for about since then, let's do a podcast, because like everyone's doing a podcast at the moment. We've had over 500,000 episode downloads since then, 200 odd episodes across 15 series. You're never too old to create something, and it's remarkable when it actually succeeds. There's a whole bunch of people who are winning tonight. There are more people who are not winning tonight. The not winning is possibly more important than the winning, because in the not winning, you are experiencing most of what your life is about, which is not winning. And you keep doing it again and again and again, because one day you will win. And you might win very publicly on a national or international stage, or you might win through relationship in intimacy with those around you when nobody's looking. One of the things that characterise leaders right across the world that we've learned from talking to all these remarkable game changers is that all leaders help us tell the story of our humanity. All leaders connect the dots. And so I want you to think tonight, whether you are an award winner or a finalist, I want you to think about the words of Valerie Hannon, who's a remarkable educator from the United Kingdom, who thinks about how to put together whole education systems so that individuals can thrive. And she acknowledges that which is the most important skill of the leader, which is to tell the story, to help us, to weave together the song lines of our lives. As my friend and Bidgera Karakara woman and South Sea Islander, Leanne Wilson, the Healing Commissioner of Queensland, would say, it's our job as leaders to connect the storylines, the song lines, so we can move forward. We've learned recently, over recent times, for those who are perhaps in that Gen Z or Gen Alpha category, it will seem like most of your life, I guess, but for those of us who've been around a little bit longer, I'm still Gen X, by the way. I'm part of the 23%. I think I just sneak into Gen X, so I'm going to hang on to that for as long as I can. We learned around COVID so much about what education was really about. Within just a few months, over 1.6 billion children had been affected all around the world with countrywide school closures and local school closures. Can I tell you that I've spent 30 odd years working in education in schools. I started when I was 19, teaching a group of 18-year-olds. The oldest boy in my class was 18 and a half, and I was going out with his sister, and that was a bit awkward at times, particularly around the dinner table. For most of that time, our industry had been grappling with the issue of how do we incorporate technology meaningfully within what it is that we do. And we really didn't want to do it because we couldn't see a reason to do it. We couldn't see a good reason to do it. And then COVID came along and we did it. We did it in a week. And in some schools, we did it in a day. And we're still learning how to do it because we can see that connection between a big why and then how we put that into practice. That's all part of the changing game of what it is that we do. That changing game, however, again relates to something that is eternally human, and that is the purpose of why we do school. We do school because we want to grow you to become the best version of you that you can be. That's why we do it. Because we believe that there is something fundamental about bringing young people together in the company of older people who know the way, will go the way and show the way to them, to paraphrase John C. Maxwell, the great leadership thinker. And it's fundamentally about who you are. And at the end of the day, when you jump forward many decades from now, you'll remember some of the awards. You won't remember most of them, but you will remember who you are, and people will remember you for who you are. Your character, which is the way you live your life, your competency, which is the capacity to demonstrate how you've grown in character through an educational process, and your wellness, which is how you experience health and happiness in the world. Those three qualities are the most precious gifts that an education can give to you. And even then, they're still not as valuable as the people around you and the values that you hold and the value that you ascribe to those people. What have we learned about the world around us? I want to draw on some research that we've established through my organisation, the School for Tomorrow, in our global educational research program. I want to start at home with Dr. Larry Marshall, the Chief Executive of the CSIRO in 2022. He identified, I've got to get this right, 7. I was an English history sort of kid. I wasn't a maths sort of kid, so I've got to get that bit right. 7 factors that are influencing our country right now as a result of what the world has been experiencing. Adapting to a changing climate, things being leaner, cleaner and greener, the escalating health imperative, geopolitical shifts, diving into digital, increasingly autonomous, and unlocking the human dimension. But you've already heard about that this evening, haven't you? You heard about that from Scott through his introduction, but actually you've heard about that from all of the speakers already tonight, haven't you? This fractalises at different layers. We live this, we see this, and our research confirms this. These are the things that are important. I can tell you, I can guarantee you that when I was in the shoes of the young people here in the 1980s, we weren't thinking about sustainability. We were thinking about other things. We probably weren't thinking about how to impact on the world positively in quite the same way you are. This is your world. You already know this and understand this. On the private, in the area of private industry, PwC have identified 6 significant aspects of the way in which the world is changing. Swift advancements in technological innovation, demographic shifts, shifts in global and economic power, climate change, rapid urbanisation, resource scarcity and biosecurity. What does that mean? Private industry and government research agree on where the world is heading. This is what we need, your innovation. We need your creativity to help us with this changing game in and around it. Just one more slide to show that I've done my research before I turn up. This is something, again, this is from the World Economic Forum's Managing Director, Sadia Zahidi. This is just to show that finding solutions is not easy. That's their attempt to identify the network of problem solving that's required. If you can work that out, come and find me and let me know, because I'll appreciate the help myself. It's complicated. But as my mum would have said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Which bite do you eat? The bit that's in front of you. So whether you start at the big red dot on the bottom left, or one of the green dots on the right, or some of the purple on the top left, one at a time, and start eating away one bite at a time, doesn't really matter, because that bite is your bite. And some of you will go on to try and eat all of those bites, and others will just dig deeper. We'll keep eating at the one bite, and we need you to do that as well too. We need you to think and keep learning all the way through. Yong Zhao, who like Scott and like Valerie was a guest on our podcast, tells us that the purpose of school is really to help each and every individual to discover and uncover their strength and passion. It can be a bit difficult to see that at times, though, can't it? Particularly when it's a hot, windy Thursday afternoon and you're not really connecting with what's in front of you and you can't quite see the relevance of it in and around that. It's our job in schools to try and help think through the type of learning that our students need. We need learning that is explicit and intentional. But we also need learning that is implicit and spontaneous. And we need teachers and we need learners who can move around all quadrants of what it means to learn. We need relationships of character apprenticeship, where young people come together with older people to articulate and reflect and explore, while those older people model and coach and scaffold for them. The power in such relationships naturally sits with the older expert to start with, but then in due course we need to pull away from that so that you can take the stage and then do what human beings have been doing ever since there have been human beings, and that is passing it on to others. Because this is what we do, to tell that story, to join up the storylines and the song lines all along the way. And as such, we need education that will equip and empower and engage each one of you. We need schools that are human-centred and technologically enriched and people and place and planet conscious and intentionally purposeful about what they do. And we need each one of you to be like that within it. What do I mean by human-centred? We need to understand that wellness comes first. We can't learn properly unless we're well. And it's our responsibility to attend to that and not to sacrifice our wellness for the sake of others. We can't be any good to anybody else if we're not well first. We need to be able to amplify our voice and the voices of those around us and be able to tell our story. This is what it means to be human-centred. To be technologically enriched, we need to understand that in our world, time is fluid. We need to amplify the agency of others, and we need to continue to test what is possible. To be people and place and planet conscious means we need to understand that community is king and that our job in community is to advocate for other people, not just ourselves. It is natural in competitions of this nature that you are going to talk about yourself. You have to do that. But I can tell you from a lifetime of being in positions where I have led and been led, most of my time as a leader is spent talking about, thinking about, talking for and advocating for other people and their voice. And we do this so that we can make a difference. To be intentionally purposeful, we need to understand about leadership and the character of that leadership. Our leadership needs to strengthen other people. Our leadership needs to inform. It needs to orientate people towards the truth. It needs to focus us so that we're not scattered and diffused in our impact. It needs to align us together, and it needs to enrich the lives of all of us. All of this is our research. This is what, I guess, 12 years worth of talking with people all around the world and writing and thinking does. It gets you in a position where you can amplify the voices of others through a framework of thinking about what it looks like. Madeline Grummett is another significant Australian innovator who's been a guest on our podcast. She says that the purpose of school is to produce the next generation who will come up with the innovations and solutions that will drive the engines of our future economy and our future society. So what do we want for that next generation? What skills do we want them to have? We think that if you tie together, if you join together the songlines of people and the world, that there are 6 sets of employability skills. These are the ones that really matter. These are the ones that will help you create the jobs of tomorrow. First of all, self-management. How you organise yourself. That's your adaptability and your resilience, your self-awareness, how you respond to feedback, your personal responsibility and your personal organisation. That's step 1. But step 2 takes it further. Communication. We've already heard Scott talk about that this evening. Learning and technology. There's not a single piece of learning we do now that is not technologically enhanced. And if we don't believe it, watch it in 5 years' time and see what AI has done to the way in which we learn. Problem solving, you guys know about that already. Planning and organising. It's one thing to talk big, it's another thing to know how to plan all the little tiny micro steps that will get you there. And to understand that the first casualty of war is always the plan. So the plan you wrote, you have to start adapting from the very moment you implement it. Why? Because people, because life, because stuff happens in your story. And that's why you need teamwork. The outcomes for you all, these relate to the employability skills that I just talked about. We want good people with skills of self-management. We want future builders who can communicate effectively. We want continuous learners and unlearners who know how to get the most out of technology. We want solution architects who can problem solve, responsible citizens who can plan and organise the future for us, and team creators who can work together. This is what we want you to become. This is what families tell me when I speak to them all over the world. and students and their teachers and the other folk who care for them in school communities. We need to think carefully about the way in which we respond. I think one of the things about educational communities, one of the things about people in general, is that if we have anxiety and doubt, we can allow that to gnaw away at us and our sense of hope and optimism for the future. And my goodness, if you look around the world right now, there's a lot to gnaw away at our sense of what might be good and right. But I believe that if we're bold with our hope and generous with our gratitude, and if we are inclined towards the future, we can and will continue to change the game of school and therefore the game of life. And in fact, if we can make the game of school and the game of life one and the same thing, then we really will have changed the game along the way. If you're an educator in the room, I have to plug this. We wrote a book. There's the QR code. Best $59 you're ever going to spend in your life. Again, if you're a chalky in the room, you can get free professional membership of our organisation. Really what I want to do is I want to say thank you to all of you for the work that you are doing in your own lives and in your schools and in your communities to produce the next generation who will thrive with the character and competency and wellness that they need to be outstanding young people today and into the future. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you so much, Phil. I think that was amazing, giving us all a little bit of context around what our future might look like and how we can all change the game of school and therefore the game of life as well. I think you make some really brilliant points there, that there is so much in our world to make us stressed, to make us anxious, and to make us feel pretty overwhelmed. And I know for all of us here this evening, we're working to make a difference in our world in some way, shape, or form, but it's about starting small, starting somewhere and then growing your ideas from there. And I think what I really love to see about all of the young people nominated this evening is that they're all working to push themselves outside of their comfort zone in some way, shape, or form. We as humans, we're wired to sit inside our comfort zone. We do something, we do it well, and we say, yep, that's safe, that's comfortable. I'm going to do the same thing again and again and again. But I think what we've seen tonight already and what we'll continue to see is young people that are actively taking steps outside of their comfort zone, pushing themselves to do more, to launch an idea, to be better, to work harder. And they're achieving some amazing things at such a young age. And I cannot wait to see this next generation enter the workforce and continue to make change in our communities. So thank you very much, Phil. Now, it gives me the great pleasure of diving into our second part of the evening. We have 3 more award categories to go this evening, where we're going to be having a look at our Young Leader of the Year, our Innovative Educator of the Year, and our Young Entrepreneur of the Year. We're going to dive into those 3, and then from there, we've still got plenty of food and drinks left over, an opportunity for you guys to network and also make your way homes, because I'm very aware that it is a school night. I know I have a very strict bedtime of about 9 p.m, and if I'm up a minute after that, I'm going to be very cranky tomorrow, and I know the BOP team do not want to see that in the office. So let's dive into our Young Leader of the Year award category. Our Young Leader of the Award is going to go to a student who has made a significant impact in their local community through the development of their leadership skills and their leadership abilities. A young leader is someone who displays strong leadership qualities and has a vision for the change that they hope to make in their community. They possess a high level of motivation and enthusiasm to achieve their goals, and they're willing to take risks to achieve these goals. More importantly, a young leader is adaptable, resilient, able to navigate challenges and setbacks with both grace and determination. They're always learning and growing, seeking out opportunities to improve themselves and their skills. Let's hear from the judges from this award category on what they have to say after reviewing all of the fantastic entries for our Young Leader of the Year.
Good morning, young leaders. Millie here. I'm the founder and managing director of All Kind Youth Mental Health. I just wanted to say good luck to all the applicants. It was a pleasure to read through all of your applications. You're all doing amazing things, showing so much passion and dedication and entrepreneur spirit. And best of luck for the awards. I'm so excited to see who takes out the role of Young Leader of the Year.
Hi folks, my name is Olivia Roney and I'm the director of an organisation called Pride by Side. I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to all of our finalists for the Next Gen Awards in the Young Leader category, and congratulations for all of the wonderful work. that you're doing in your communities and using your skills to improve the world around you. I really enjoyed reading about how you are setting the agenda in your classrooms and sports fields and in your communities for what matters to you now and in the future. We are certainly in good hands. Please continue this wonderful work you're all doing. We need it now more than ever. All the best, and hope to see you at the awards ceremony. Bye.
Olivia, and I would highly recommend for anyone in the room wanting to connect with some young leaders, definitely connect with Millie and Olivia because they are doing some fantastic work in their own communities. Now, our Young Leader of the Year judges had quite a difficult task narrowing these entries down, but they did it, and our 3 finalists are outstanding in their own right. Our 3 finalists for the Young Leader of the Year include Pal Qatar from Springfield in Queensland, Dina Quadri from Gladstone in Queensland, and Project Bray Green from Moreton Bay in Queensland. Let's hear from our 3 Young Leader of the Year finalists on the work that they're leading in their communities.
Good evening. My name is Pal Katkar and I'm from Spring Mountain. I'm applying for the Young Leader of the Year award. I believe I should be a winner of this category as leadership for me always comes down to finding motivation in the desire to create positive transformation, identifying problems in communities or organizations, and feeling compelled to lead the way to solution. Regardless of the inspiration, the common thread that binds all leaders together, including myself, is a deep-seated belief in the power of leadership to influence, impact, and shape a better future. Due to my experiences, I've honed my communication skills, effective conveying abilities to diverse audiences, shaping me in various ways. Problem solving has become second nature, and empathy has grown as I've learned to understand and address the needs and concerns of others. With these qualities and skills, I'm well prepared to continue my journey as an effective and capable leader, making a positive impact in various capacities, thus making me a great fit to become the Young Leader of the Year. Thank you.
Good evening, Bob, industries and guests. We're not just students, we're advocates for change. I'm Omar with Lachlan, Corey and Tyler from Bray Park State High School located in Bray Park, Moreton Bay. We are the founding members of Project Bray Green. We strive to be recognised as not just leaders, but pioneers for a sustainable future.
We tackle unchecked plastic waste in our school and community. Our proactive leadership embodies perseverance and resilience. We're deeply committed, always refining our leadership for future growth.
Our impact is felt in our school, and we're proud of it. Winning the Telstra Youth Innovation Excellence Award wasn't just an honour, it acknowledged our dedication. But the true reward is shaping a sustainable future and promoting a greener lifestyle.
To conclude, our goal as young leaders is to leave a lasting, inspiring legacy. We're shaping the future, not just the present.
Hi, my name is Dina Quadri and I'm from Queensland, and I am very honoured to be a finalist for the 2023 Next Gen Young Leader of the Year Award. I believe I am very worthy of this award because I am a young Muslim woman who is deeply engaged in the sporting industry and have encountered numerous challenges while breaking stereotypes surrounding Muslim women and women in sports as a whole. I have dedicated myself to breaking these stereotypes and take great pride in being recognised as the first Muslim referee in a hijab to officiate at the Queensland State Championships. This achievement has propelled me to actively advocate for inclusion within both my school and sporting communities in my local area. I focused on ensuring that those who face physical differences or disadvantages are embraced and encouraged to participate in basketball. I've held regular training sessions with these people to boost their confidence and acted as a mentor and support network whenever they require such support. My firm belief is that I've paved the way not only for Muslim women, but also for individuals who are often stereotyped and labelled as different. My goal is to increase participation in sports in my local community, fostering the confidence in everyone that those who may be physically different can achieve just as much as anyone else, irrespective of their religion, culture, gender, or physical appearance. The possibility of receiving this prestigious award is a profound honour, and I'm sincerely hopeful that I can continue to inspire young people to follow in my footsteps. Together, I hope that we can create a diverse and enjoyable sporting community for all youth. Thank you, everyone.
Some truly fantastic finalists from across the country. Now, the winner of the Next Gen Young Leader of the Year award goes to, drumroll please, Dina Quadri. Dina is joining us from Gladstone this evening up in central Queensland. Could we all look to the camera and give Dina a massive wave? Fantastic work, Dina. Now, after enduring significant bullying in primary school due to wearing a hijab, Dina made a resolute decision to emerge as a leader. Although this negatively impacted her, she stopped playing sport for a year, it ultimately empowered her to summon the confidence and fortitude needed to stand up for her beliefs and resume her sporting career. This challenging experience made her more attuned to the struggles faced by individuals who, like her, encountered adversity due to their physical differences. It ignited a passion within her to collaborate with the senior leadership team and cultivate an environment where everyone, regardless of their differences, feels valued. Congratulations to Dina and to our other finalists for the Young Leader of the Year award category. Let's give them another big round of applause. Alrighty, as we cruise towards the end of our evening this evening, we only have 2 award categories to go, and I can't believe we're nearly at the end already. Now, our second last award category this evening is our Innovative Educator of the Year award. This award will go to an educator who has gone above and beyond in their pursuit to educate and empower the next generation of young innovators, entrepreneurs, and leaders. An innovative educator is someone who is passionate about teaching and learning and is committed to finding new and creative ways to engage their students and improve their learning outcomes. They're constantly looking for ways to improve their teaching practices and are willing to take risks to try new opportunities. We felt that doing a Next Gen Awards acknowledging our next generation of young innovators, young entrepreneurs, and young leaders would be absolutely missing without an award acknowledging the innovative educators, helping them achieve all that they're doing in their local community. Let's see what our judges for the Innovative Educator of the Year award category had to say about the judging process this year.
My name is Matilda Joubert, and I'm the Director of Excellence and Innovation at Sheridan Institute of Higher Education, and also the President of the Australian Council for Educational Leaders in Western Australia. It's been an absolute pleasure to be a judge on the panel for the Next Gen Innovative Teacher Awards. It's been really challenging for us to choose a winner and 2 runners-up because they were such deserving applications. I think what really stood out for me was the efforts that these educators have gone to create connections with their local communities and with industry that will really benefit young people. And ultimately, what was really exciting for us was just to see how there are so many educators across the country that are helping to shape a next generation of innovators, of entrepreneurs, and of change makers in the world. So my congratulations to our winners and to all the applicants. We've really got a bright future when we've got educators like these helping to shape the future of education for young people.
Hi, my name is Catherine Newington and I work at ACS as the ICT Educator Specialist, and I support teachers across Australia to implement the digital technologies curriculum. It has been an absolute honour to be a judge with this Next Gen Awards, and I would just like to say how in awe and amazed I was by all the applicants to see the wonderful work that they are doing within their schools and really contributing towards lifelong learners and looking at the impact that they're creating within their own school and that wider community.
Phil Cummins, I'm the Managing Director of Circle Education, Managing Partner of A School for Tomorrow, co-host of the Game Changers podcast, and really just an old history teacher who makes it up as he goes along. I want to say thank you to all of the people who have applied for recognition for the work they're doing through the Next Gen Awards. It's an absolute privilege
to be in a position to review all of your work and to acknowledge all of your work. We want to commend the finalists and the winner in particular for their impact and the sustainability of the work they're doing. We go into education to make a difference in the lives of children. As we do our work, we need to know that that difference can be sustained as we all take the big step forward and up together.
To our three judges and to Phil for making his second appearance of the evening. Much appreciated. Now, I personally had a look at some of these entries myself and helped narrow these down as part of the shortlist. And I think it was just so great to see so many innovative educators from across the country submitting the work that they're leading in their school communities. But ultimately, we narrowed these down to our top three finalists. These include Michelle Fitzpatrick from Western Australia, Emma Wilson from New South Wales, and Nicole Amy from Bundaberg in Queensland. Let's meet our finalists and hear about what they're leading in their school communities for our Innovative Educator of the Year award category.
Hello, Nicole Amy, Havelock State High School, nominated as Innovative Educator of the Year Award. Why should I be a winner of the Innovative Educator of the Year? Right behind me. I'm in the middle of a BOP industry hackathon, and this is my reason. These are my reasons. Regional students. I am passionate about empowering regional students, and I'm passionate about empowering our innovators, future leaders of societal change. That's possibly why I should be the winner of this award. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Michelle Fitzpatrick from St Mary's Anglican Girls' School in Perth, Western Australia, and I'm honoured to be considered for the BOP Innovative Educator of the Year award. Now in its 6th year, iCubed is a compulsory entrepreneurial STEM-based program where our Year 10 students work in teams to help solve any of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals by creating a unique digital solution. Each team is supported by 2 mentors and allocated 3 hours per cycle plus termly project days as they work towards the end of year live pitch showcase where they pitch to a panel of industry judges. iCubed enables our students to become confident female leaders and changemakers of tomorrow. The program remains sustainable with informal industry volunteers through to formal contractual partnerships. A simple coding program has turned into what is likely WA's, if not Australia's, largest industry school entrepreneurial and innovation partnership. Thank you for listening and have a lovely evening.
I'm Emma Wilson, a teacher and director of middle school at Living School in Lismore, New South Wales. I'm fortunate to lead and work alongside our middle school staff and students to design and implement innovative curriculum. Early in my career, I was always driven by the idea of educating socially conscious citizens for the future. However, working collaboratively with our youth and seeing them in action has shown me that these young people are our socially conscious citizens of today. I pride myself on my innovative learning approaches, such as integrated project-based learning and transdisciplinary units, to create opportunities and experiences which promote student agency, harness power skills, respond to community contexts, and forge industry partnerships, highlighting social justice and sustainability. Through our learning, students not only explore how to make a difference, they're supported to enact this. From presenting at United Nations conferences, launching a musical climate action initiative, hosting stalls at sustainability festivals, redesigning their town for council, I support all students to harness their passion to find their purpose, which is possible through my leadership and innovative approach to education.
Three fantastic innovative educators all working across the country to make change in their communities. Now the winner of the Innovative Educator of the Year award goes to, drumroll please, Michelle Fitzpatrick from Western Australia. Let's give Michelle another massive wave. I know she's joining us online from WA. Congratulations, Michelle. Such a phenomenal program that you're running there for your students at St Mary's. Now, Michelle leads the highly successful in-house entrepreneurial STEM-based program for Year 10 students called I3, Interdisciplinary Intelligence and Innovation. The program is in its 6th year and has had over 1,100 students undertake it, with nearly 500 industry mentors, guest speakers, and judges volunteering so far. i3 is built on a foundation of partnerships and relationships with over 50 different industry partners. Michelle aspires to create a comprehensive system that will have a positive and enduring impact on future generations. The system aims to seamlessly support students as they transition from school to further education and ultimately into the workplace, equipping them with the skills and knowledge they need for a successful future. Congratulations, Michelle, and to our other finalists for our Innovative Educator of the Year award category. Let's give them a big round of applause. Alrighty, team, it's time for our final award of the evening. How are we all feeling? Hands up, who is still pumped, who's psyched, who's ready? Awesome, fabulous. Who's like, Scott, I'm ready for bed, I'm so tired. Yeah, absolutely, that's fair. Who's already planning out their Macca's order, being like, yeah, I can't wait for a frozen Coke on the way home? Yeah, oh, that might just be me, that's okay. Now it is time for our final award category of the evening, the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award. The Young Entrepreneur of the Year award will go to a student who has developed and demonstrated their entrepreneurial skills in order to bring their business to life in a scalable way. A young entrepreneur is someone with the ability to identify new opportunities for business. They're often driven by a desire to solve a problem or meet an unmet need in the market. They must be able to adapt to changing circumstances, overcome obstacles, and persevere in the face of adversity. A great young entrepreneur must also be able to pitch their ideas, negotiate with suppliers and customers, and build a team of employees or collaborators to support their venture. A massive thank you as well to Bond University Transformer for supporting the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award this year. Now, I know I was sitting on the judging call for this particular category, and it was an incredibly tough one to narrow down with so many brilliant nominations. I know the judges and I talked at length about who our finalists and winners should be. Let's see what our judges have to say.
Hey everyone, my name's Georgia McDonald. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at LaunchVic, Victoria's startup agency. I've just finished judging the Young Entrepreneur of the Year, and it's just been amazing seeing all of the applications that have come in. I am so impressed with the entrepreneurial capabilities that we've seen in our young folk. I think the big thing that I've really loved is how much people have thought about the impact that their business is going to have on the world in a positive kind of way, but they've also thought about it entrepreneurially and how we make that a sustainable business. I think the work is just absolutely fantastic for every young person. Keep going. If this one doesn't work, try your next idea. We're counting on you for the businesses of the future. Thanks for having me.
Hi everybody, we have just had the absolute pleasure of judging. We've so enjoyed the range of ideas, successes. Your drive and passion is amazing. Really looking forward to seeing more that comes from this particular cohort. I think everybody who's been involved in entrepreneurship and making change and having impact on our world should be congratulated. You've all done so well.
Hi everybody, my name is Jodie Siggers and I am the Transformer Manager at Bond University. I've just finished judging your applications for the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award, and I really am grateful for your time that you've put into your applications. I love that you are already understanding the benefits and the balance of work life, and I really hope that you do keep that in the forefront of your morals as you become entrepreneurs. Keep with your networking and connections. That is such a vital benefit to success. I love that you are also including inclusive of others in your businesses as well. And please also remember, you don't fail, you learn, and keep on with your journey. And I look forward to watching your future.
Now, after the judging process was complete, we narrowed all of our entries, and I believe this was our most popular award category this year, with a number of entries coming in from across the country. But we've narrowed our entries down to 3 finalists. These include Siobhan Wilson with her business, Our Pixie Friends, Henry Coward with his business, Tolsey, and Annie Rogers with her business, My Voice. Let's meet our finalists.
Hi, I'm Henry Coward, a 15-year-old entrepreneur from Brisbane. My journey with Tolsey has been an incredible experience, starting from an entrepreneurial competition where I won a $1,000 prize for a concept enabling motorists to earn cashback into their toll account with everyday shopping. And after a year-long journey of finding the software and creating the website that could make Tolsey a reality, that it had finally launched and caught the eye of the Australian media, where I was featured live on Sunrise as well as 7 News, Studio 10, and other radio and news sources. This was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences anyone could have ever had, but I knew this was ultimately my dream and a no-brainer to say yes to. Following the PR, thousands of customers began signing up, with businesses also keen to join in, and even investors and multi-billion-dollar companies were wanting to meet as well. But despite the achievements I've had and the challenges I've faced to get to this point, I believe my ability to say yes to these opportunities that seem too daunting to enter, all while balancing my time in school, sport, and the other aspects of life, are the driving qualities underlying within a Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hi, I'm Annie Rogers, founder of My Voice Communications and inventor of the My Voice Bluetooth speaker necklace. My Voice is a startup tackling the issue of the lack of eye contact received by non-verbal people. The Bluetooth speaker necklace projects the user's voice from their chest rather than their communication device in front of them. My Voice is a completely new-to-market product with the ability to change the lives of not only 1.2 million non-verbal Australians, but millions more internationally. Potential users are those with cerebral palsy, autism, motor neuron disease, Parkinson's, apraxia, throat cancer, selective mutism, and much more. My best friend of 9 years is non-verbal, and I've had to witness her face this issue for too long, which has led to the creation of My Voice back in 2020. I've been persistently and passionately developing My Voice over the past 4 years with the sole focus of improving the lives of others. Being the Young Entrepreneur of the Year would help boost My Voice one step closer to hitting the market and being a game changer for those who feel invisible in our world.
Hi, my name is Siobhan and I'm 14. I'm the founder and owner of Our Pixie Friends. Our Pixie Friends helps children with medical needs to not feel alone and encourage inclusivity, whilst also raising money for medical research. All of my books and products help children feel good about themselves and create a culture of kindness. I've been able to help over 3,500 children, 800 teenagers and 400 adults. And if I win, it will also help me to highlight awareness of my brand, build brand equity, and it will also help me to help more vulnerable children in our community. And I believe that there is power inside every single one of us to make a difference in our world. Have a thrill-tastic day.
Congratulations to all of our finalists. Now, for the final time, our winner of the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, powered by Bond University Transformer, goes to, drumroll please, Annie Rogers from My Voice. Having witnessed her nonverbal best friend's frustration at not receiving eye contact when she communicated through her computer, Annie was determined to make a difference. She created My Voice with the mission of engaging and fostering connections between nonverbal individuals and the world around them. My Voice is a Bluetooth speaker cleverly designed to resemble a necklace. This necklace empowers users by allowing their voice to emanate from a speaker discreetly hanging at their necks instead of the computer in front of them. Annie's vision is rooted in the belief that everyone deserves to be treated with respect, and the simple act of making eye contact can go a long way to achieving this goal. My Voice serves as a passionate advocate for inclusivity, support, equality, and accessibility, amplifying Annie's dedication to making the world a more understanding and connected place for nonverbal individuals. Can we please give Annie, Henry, and Siobhan a massive round of applause? Well, that brings us to the end of our inaugural Next Gen National Awards ceremony. I know I am absolutely bubbling with inspiration, and I feel like our world is in very good hands after seeing the caliber of top young talent we have across the country today. Before we head off tonight, could you please join me in thanking all of our finalists and the amazing young innovators and innovative educators that have nominated for the Next Gen Awards this year. Could you also please join with me in thanking the organisations that help make our Next Gen Awards possible for 2023? To Federation University, Bond University Transformer, the Queensland Government, Fogarty Foundation, BDO, and APLNG, thank you for your support. I'd highly recommend each of you reach out to these organisations to find out more about how they're empowering young people in their teams. Let's give them all a big round of applause. And finally, to the BOP Industries team who have worked tirelessly to bring the Next Gen Awards to life this year. Particular mention to the phenomenal Sophie Diem, who is sitting up the front here, who has, I know many of you will have been emailing throughout the awards process this year. Thank you so much to the BOP team. I'm so proud of what you've all brought to life, and to Sophie for leading us fearlessly. Thank you very much. Let's give the BOP team a big round of applause. Now, a few quick housekeeping things as we head off this evening. We do have plenty of food left over and I would hate to see it go to waste. So on your way out, please help yourself to some of the grazing board, any of the soft drinks as well. We've got plenty of time if you wanted to stay, mix, mingle, and network. For anyone that would like some glossy photos, we have our fabulous photographer, Cassidy, who is going to be positioned over by the photo wall for the next 15 minutes, taking some photos. So if you'd like to get any photos yourself or with some friends and family, head over to the photo wall. Cassidy will get some photos taken. Also to Project Bray Green and Annie Rogers, if you guys could head over as well. We'd love to get a photo of you guys with your trophies too. Now also to all of the finalists this evening, regardless of whether or not you won your award, we do have a prize pack for each of you. So please make your way to the front of the stage here. The wonderful Kate, who's giving you a wave right now, is going to give you guys your prize packs. Thank you all for taking the time for nominating, and congratulations again. You were all absolutely outstanding, and I know the judging process was incredibly difficult. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. But that brings us to the end. Thank you all for joining us tonight in person and virtually. I hope you get home safely. Have a wonderful rest of term 4, and I can't wait to see you all back here next year for the Next Gen Awards 2024. Thank you very much and good night.